Here at St. Vincent Field, Carly King is on the verge of breaking a school record on the soccer field, and when it comes down to track, she's even more impressive.
The football bros are a reminder of what it means to be a kid and go outside to have fun.
Let's keep in mind that their last bowl victory was in San Francisco in 2011. For the fans, they've been excited. They've seen a lot.
With the Scooby-Doo truck. Now the mystery is, where is this driver?
No! Oh. And Aaron Judge was speaking in his press conference, and they said this might be their favorite road game of the year here in Iowa, and all of them wish that they could spend at least one more night in this place because it is happening so quick. It's crazy to think that the Field of Dreams, this game is based off of a movie, and it's almost as if the way that this game played out was a movie-written script. Which is why today, we're about to show you some at-home workouts in the same type of setting that you're sitting in right now.
But that's it for the big sprints. I'm with my brothers, you know, we're going to hit you with the ball one more time. So, let's walk out of here. We're out.
And the thing that's interesting about Cam and other players is when they get there, they seem to have this closer relationship with Bill Belichick because he found out that dollar bill is cooler than most people expect. But at the same time, it's, yes, sir. Alec has a 5-step drop, so that gives him the option to hit either one of these two guys because one is going to the inside and one is going to the outside. But what he does on this play is roll left. By rolling left, that only gives him one option of hitting Jaheim Thornton. Dr. Pickett, you're no stranger to being one of the first people to do something. You were the first African-American to receive the Rhodes Scholarship at Rutgers University, and you've gone on to continue breaking down barriers. What are some specific characteristics that you believe will help black faces get to high places?
Well, I believe it's demonstrated amongst all of us that are a part of this conversation, and it's reflected in Strategy 3, and it's entitled Demonstrate Excellence. And that's not to say, well, let me first say this, excellence is not about being the best, it's about being your best.
Nobody should be treated differently because of the color of their skin. It ain't right. That's why I'm thankful for TV6 right now, because they let me express myself. Some of you see it, I talk with slang, you feel me? I play music under everything I do, and I love bringing the culture into my work. That's who I am. That's why I'm so enthusiastic and out of the box with the things that I do. Change is coming, and the movement has so much momentum right now. I love it. And the more we can speak up and have real conversations like the former Hawkeye football players, then the brighter our future can be. The defending champs have been balling out of control this year, and it starts with Grace Buckets Bofelli. I mean, the senior averages 29 points per game this season, which is ranked second in the state for these top 4 teams. So tonight's game is pretty much big for everybody. When Central and North Scott met earlier this year, the Lancers went into the 4th quarter with just a 9-point lead. North Scott coming in having won 30 straight games dating back to last season. So in the quest for 31, they came out the gate cooking. First quarter, Presty K says, "How many chicken nuggets you want? I'll give you a 3-piece." That made it an 11-point Lancers lead to open up the game. Then on their ensuing possession, here's Batman and Robin. Case giving it to the beast down low. Grace Bofelli, she could not be stopped tonight. 25 points in the first half alone. It's my time. Bang. We're tied up at 26, and my guy was deep in his bag like the fries at the bottom. Later in the 4th, Bulldogs lead by 3. Babe Bowie averages like 5 points per game this season, but we saw none of that tonight. He finished with a game-high 18 points, and Bendorf now leads by 5 with less than 5 minutes left. Moments later, Lancers still down by 5. Ty Anderson says, "I'm not Warren G, but I can regulate when I'm in the paint." That makes it a 3-point game. He also finished with 18 on the night. Fast forward, less than 30 seconds left. Bulldogs lead by 1. They need to run out the clock here. Babe Bowie turns it over. Sam Kilberg lets them know what time it is because someone forgot their watch. Count it. Bucket and the foul. Fee, fi, fo, fum. This kid's a monster. The 4th inning was the turning point of the game. Moomie says, "I came here to do me." Line drive into right. Barrett Limark scores to cap off, get this, a 6-run 4th inning for Pleasant Valley to take an 8-2 lead. And they kept piling it on. One of the best hitting showcases they've put on all season. With Meyer going 2 for 3 at the plate with 3 RBIs as PV put up
14 runs to make history.
Jeremiah Chapman's love for sports started at a young age, and as he got older, that love turned him into a four-sport high school athlete that excelled in every sport. During a high school baseball game in late June, Jeremiah was playing in the outfield against rival school Waverly Shell Rock. It was then he started to hear racist remarks from the fans. It started by them calling him Colin Kaepernick, a former NFL football player that took a knee during the national anthem against police brutalities on black people. And as Jeremiah tried to ignore them, the comments escalated.
I don't know why they call me Colin Kaepernick, because I don't kneel or anything. I stand, so I didn't see it, so I just ignored that one. And then they told me to go back to the fields, and then they started yelling Trump 2020 like that was gonna get. I don't really pay attention to politics like that, so I don't know why they started chanting that.
But the next comment said Jeremiah couldn't ignore. The fans told him he should have been George Floyd, a black man that was killed in Minneapolis while being arrested by police. It was a comment that stuck because to Jeremiah, it was as if they wanted him dead. And in that moment, he lost all the will to continue playing.
We had 3 outs. I sprinted the dugout. I was like, Coach, that was the first comment I told him. I didn't say like all the stuff from before. That was the first one right away. I was like, Coach, he said I should have been George Floyd. I took out my glove. I said, no one thing.
Jeremiah believes his coaches reacted the right way. But when he told the umpire, the ump asked him if Jeremiah wants him to stop the game or go kick the fans out. But in a big game against a rival school, Jeremiah didn't want to make a big deal out of it and let his teammates down. So he chose to continue playing.
It wasn't a close game. And it was my teammate's last game before he went to the National Guard. And I wanted to win for him because he's a senior, and after that game, he's done playing sports. He said he's not going to college to play sports. So I was like, bro, I'm trying to win this game. So I just let it go.
Jeremiah's mom usually attends his games, but this game happened to be one of the few she didn't. It was after she received a text from him that she immediately knew something was wrong.
He said something on the lines of like, Mom, why are people so mean? And I was like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I just don't get it. What do we do to people? Why do people treat us so badly?
That night, when Jeremiah got home, Keisha said he cried himself to sleep. The comments from the game kept replaying in his head over and over again.